Appreciate it. Let me know. Obviously, we're going to be doing full slate beginning Saturday. The system plays, the over/under system, all of that. So you'll see my individual analyzed plays, and then you'll see the full system drops as well. And WNBA, few props here and there. When there's something good. Sending these through. I think we got about 3 left. If you shoot me a DM on Instagram, I send it through. You can sign up right now. If you've been on before, you won't be able to get the dollar a month. Still, $10 a month is a crazy good deal. That's a big discount right there. So what do I know? I'm just the guy that spent 9-3 in the last 2 days. After Olympics, there's girl been consistent. What do you mean? Any overs on today's game? Can we talk about Tigers, D-backs, Rollins, blah, blah, blah. Any thoughts on the under and Brewers cards? All right, let's talk about the under and the Brewers cards, and then we'll get back to some of these other questions. If I miss a question, we'll run it back. For MLB, I do $50 units. For NFL and college football, I do $100 units. For NBA props, usually $50 units. I do things slightly. The only reason they're slightly different than what I preach in terms of it always being 2% of your bankroll and it changing is I need to be able to track it for my followers. So when I change the side, it gives kind of misleading numbers, and that's it. Under the play section on Summit, if you're just on my profile, right way, if you're on my profile, pick a PD there, you'll see me, and you'll see it. The post will have all the plays in it. Talk about Pirates Rangers under 8. All right, we're going to do that. We're going to talk about Pirates Rangers under 8. If I missed your question, run it back after I do these. But all right. Seeing under 8 at plus 100 on Caesars, the best line available is what I'm seeing. Let me know if you got something different. Maybe you're seeing under 8.5 at minus 115. I would be interested in that as well. Pitching matchup today, Keller against Bradford. Bradford's been nice. Keller's kind of all over the place. But let's look at Cody Bradford's numbers. Obviously, limited appearances so far, but they've been solid, right? So he's got 36 innings, 33 Ks, 1 flat whip. You look at his last 3 appearances, only 2 Ks, 2 walks, 6 hits, right? Not great against Minnesota. Decent offense, as we've been talking about. Against the Yankees, he went 5 Ks, 7, gave up 5 hits, no walks. And against Boston, he went 3.2, gave up 4 hits, 5 Ks, 1 walk. I would like to see more strikeouts from him, especially against a Pirates team that people with real strikeout pitches can kind of put away. I would feel more confident if that were the case. But I still think the Rangers' bats have been kind of weak. I think that Mitch Keller is capable of shutting down a team like that. He's been very inconsistent pretty much his entire career. I think the under 8's fine value, plus 100. I'm trying to look at his last 7 game splits. He's just not striking out people the way he used to. And Texas doesn't strike out a crazy amount. He can leave. I am slightly worried about him leaving the ball just straight over the plate, not hanging, but just throwing that fastball middle of the zone like he tends to, and getting hammered a little bit. But if I had to pick a play, I would go under. What up, Dixie? How about Tampa against the A's? Any total bases played? No. William Condris, Nick Castellanos, Nolan Arenado, Ty France, all get 1 hit. Guys, 4-leg parlay, what are we doing? Enough. Enough! Enough with the centipedes. Enough with the nonsense. I blocked you from messaging you. Listen, I don't know who you are on Instagram. Do I have work today? This is work. This is work right now. I'm in the lab. Hi, buddy. You want the picks? Shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll send them through. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll send it through. Football picks go out throughout the week because sometimes you get better lines, and then I do a full slate on Sunday mornings, full slate on Saturday mornings. Sometimes I'll do Saturday night or Friday night going into the following day for Saturday for NFL, Friday for college football, so you have time to lock them in and before the line shifts too much. But, um, but yeah, I put out football plays throughout. I've got NFL futures up already. Need to play? On average, how many bets do I do per day? 6 right now, but normally it'll go up. It'll go up as we have multiple supports running. Do you look at reverse line movement? Of course. I do for major events, for NFL, for college football, and so on. But reverse line movement isn't really a thing for MLB. Week 0, you'll have some action. We'll still drop 3 MLB picks and throw in football picks. Yeah. So on Sunday it'll vary. Sometimes I'll maybe do 2 MLB. We're also going to have NBA props coming as well in October. We'll have NBA mains as well, but NBA props has been really profitable for us as well. There will be some NHL, not a lot. But, But again, anyone who wants to place, if you shoot me a DM on Instagram now, I still have 2 more discount links. For anyone who shoots me a DM on Instagram right now, I'll send it through. So ready for football, Big Willie? Yeah, 100%. I'm ready for football. MLB is kind of boring right now. I agree with that. But we're still locking in great value on MLB. It's a great time, August, to run up that profit, build the bankroll going into football season. I know it's not as fun. I know I'm excited for NFL, but we've been locked in for 4.5 units on MLB and now getting a lot of value because of that. Public isn't really sharp right now. Obviously, never is. But there's just a lot of value. There's just a lot of value in MLB right now at this point. Go Astros, go Texas, says Houston, Texas Dave. There he is. That makes sense that a guy like him would say that. KC Padres down in the money line. That was yesterday. So this was yesterday's results. We went Royals minus 1.5. That smacked win. Padres minus 1.5. That smacked win. D-backs team total over 4.5. Yeah, a lot of that coming. We're gonna have a lot of NBA props and so that. Am I on Twitch? I am, but since I'm multi-streaming, Twitch mutes me. Like the over on the Rockies Nats. All right, so the free play I shared already. The free play I shared already was Twins team total over 3.5. Big Mac's got a better slip. Who's doing better slip? That's crazy. All right, tell me, Big Mac, what do you got? It's super annoying. Look, but I'm on. If you want to see my screen where I'm showing like my odds and everything, I'm on Twitter. That's probably the best place to view the stream. Well, I appreciate the follow. All right, I think I just got the last free or the last dollar a month is gone, but I do have for anyone who DMs me now, I've got a free 1-day trial. For anyone who just wants all the plays for today, can get a free 1-day trial. Padres are potential frauds. We just wanted to hit yesterday's and we got it. How are the KC Royals doing? Pretty good. I think they're going to make the playoffs. We had over 77.5 wins for them for this season, and that is hitting with ease. Blanco versus Pivetta, I think in Astros first 5. Yeah, I don't love that matchup for Blanco, though. The Royals are about to cash the future. Hella early, too. Got them at 74.5. Oh, yeah. Let's look at this right now. The Royals don't even play today. The Royals are 70 and 55. There's 37 games left. They need to do 5. MLB props been going crazy. So I shared the props with everyone for free for 2 straight weeks, and we went 26 and 14 up 13.5 units. With MVP, probably not. It's probably going to go to Judge. We have to remember the fact that they're voting on this, which is, a big reason for that. But I think Witt's having an unbelievable season. I think he's a contender, but I think they're going to give it to Judge. Chicks dig the long ball. On DK, when the number does hit, it cashes right away or not till the season ends? That's a good question. It might wait till the season ends, to be honest. Judge clear MVP. Yeah, but there's still a month and a half left. But yeah, Angels beat Royals today. All right, Angels Royals. Let's see what kind of line we're getting on that. Is that a game today? Yeah. All right. You're getting Angels at plus 170 on MGM. Angels at plus 170 on MGM is the best line available for that spot. That's not bad. Reagan striking out 10. Yeah, we got someone called Picks with Pete in here. Damn. Damn. Do we have someone copying? Is that what's going on here? All right. So yeah, all right. 5 more follows and I'll share another free play, but anyone who wants the free day of plays, free 1-day trial, shoot me a DM on Instagram. Shoot me a DM on Instagram and I'll send it through. I just sent one out right now. Well, appreciate the follow. We need 9 more. Cubs, Tigers over. Let's talk about it. Cubs, Tigers over. All right. Over 7.5 at minus 105 on Caesars, I'm seeing. I still, though, like, let me just check this pitching matchup. Do we have a starting pitcher announced for the Tigers? Assad has been so all over the place. I think he's pretty bad, but he could get through the Tigers lineup. Expos minus 1/2. Lock it in, baby. Lock it in. Expos to win it all. Why did I steal your trust fund? Because I needed to lock in a future. Could I explain units real quick? I will do that. All right, so this is what units are. Units is a way to evaluate how much we're betting, right? Because if I say put $100 on that, that doesn't make sense because your bankroll might be 10 grand and his bankroll's 1,000 and his bankroll's 100,000 and his bankroll's $30. So a unit is 2% of your bankroll. Your bankroll is all the money you have set aside for betting for the season or whatever period of time. So a unit is 2% of your bankroll. It also matters in terms of tracking your profit or how successful you are or how unsuccessful you are, right? Because if someone who's betting $1 million makes 100K, they're like, dude, I got rich off sports betting and they're a total fraud. If I turn 10K into 100K, that's a 1,000% ROI. Ben, I'm going to explain that one in a second. But if you so you take your bankroll, let's call it $1,000. This is money you don't need to touch. You're not using anytime soon. You need it set aside. Don't need to touch it. You're never withdrawing it. Whatever. It's $1,000. Divide that by 50, right? That's 2%. That's 1 unit. So 1 unit for you is $20. Every week you adjust accordingly. And all right, the $1,000, you went up 5 units. Now you're at $1,100, right? 2% of that is $22. Now your unit size is $22, which is still 2%. If you had a bad week, you dropped down to $900 because you went down 5 units. Now your unit size is $18. It's still 2%. So you always have 50 units, no matter what. If you're up, the unit is a bigger dollar value, but it's still 2%. If you're down, it's a smaller dollar value, but it's still 2%. All right. Now Ben wants to know, how can I explain how to fall in love with a woman? You just need to listen. Listen with your heart and your soul, not your ears. That's how you do it. Also, play of the day. We shared it already. Twins, team total, over 3.5. Minus 135 on DK. 2.03 units to win 1.5. Brian Harris, appreciate the follow. Lee Tsunami, appreciate you asking. I got you. Anyone who wants just a free day of plays, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll send it through. Get involved. Let's go. How much your bankroll should you bet on any given day? Don't think about it in terms of a day. Think about it in terms of plays. So your normal play is going to be somewhere from 1 to 2 units. Rare occasion, you'll see 3. Extremely rare occasion, you'll see 4 or 5. 25% would be high. If you're doing 25% on a given day, that would be spread out through like 15 plays. 15 plays in a given day. It's rare that you're going to find 15 plays that have value in a given day, right? It doesn't matter. 50% of your bankroll in a day. Guys, can we have some level of patience? Can you guys have some level of patience? Some level of understanding that you're not going to get rich quick? Because here's the honest reality. If you are risking an amount of money that could change your life on a given day, that's not going to be the only day you risk that amount of money. If you try to win 10% daily, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. If you go 10% of your bankroll goes up 10% every day. Let's just be fucking real for 1 second. Even if you started with $100, you went up 10% a day. All right, let's see where you are at the end of 30 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're at $1,744 in 30 days. You 17.5 extra profit. You think that's going to happen? That means if you went in with 1,000, you flipped it to 17K. Let's see where you are after another 30 days. Oh, you're at 23K. You think in 2 months you're going to turn $100 into 23K? You can't win every single day. If you want to be profitable in the long term, you need to learn how to lose. Straight up. You need to learn how to take it out, go to sleep, go back to war the next day. You want to win the war, you need to lose some battles. If you send all your men flushing good money after bad because you're chasing and you can't go to sleep and take it out, you're never going to be a profitable bettor. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. And you see people flexing fake wins, fake money, fake slips, trying to get you focused. Or $1 Million Marco is showing you the 500K he won, and not showing you the 2.5 million he lost to get that 500K. And you think you're going to change your life off betting? You're not. We are here to be long-term profitable, to get a 6% on the year return on investment. Holly, just because someone says they're a plus EV bettor doesn't mean they're a plus EV bettor. Yeah, everybody knows how those are. I mean, aren't all Marco pages fake Marco pages? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of snakes in the grass, a lot of frauds in this. Just being real with you. Lurkin, good to see you. All right, let's lock back in. What other plays are we looking at? What other plays are we looking at? And again, I'm sending this through to whoever DM'd me on Instagram. Whoever DM'd me on Instagram for the 1 day free day of plays, I got you right now. Just send it through. It's Wikipedia on there. I send them through. And you get them just like that. All right, really like the Alex call over 1.5 TB versus Gomer. Oakland A's plus money. YFGH, appreciate the file. We need 5 more. 5 more files, and I share another free play. 5 more files. Anyone who just wants the day of plays, shoot me a DM on Instagram. Shoot me a DM on Instagram right now, and I'll send it through to you. It's just like that. Just like that. Copy Chuck. Nicholas, appreciate the files. Can I interest you in Ionesco over 20.5 points WNBA? I'm going to take a screenshot, Luke, and maybe I'm going to lock it in. Appreciate you. Nats over 3.5. I'm not going to try to talk you out of it. Bryce Miller over 15 pitching outs. I like it generally, like off a game analysis read, I do like it, but they have been pretty tight with their pitch counts on their pitchers. They probably let Miller go. Can you hit me up later about bankroll management? You can always hit me up. Aaron Brown, appreciate the follow. We need 3 more. Angels, KC, Nerfy. Why is that war being thrown around? What do you mean, Alex? I'm not sure what you're saying. Nats over 3.5 is clean. It's pretty good. So, who says what all the time? Have you? Hell yeah. What's on the slate today, Travis? We got Twins team total over 3.5. Twins team total over 3.5 is what I shared already. And anyone who shoots me a DM on Instagram right now, I can send you through the 1 day. 1 day. Yeah, gotta get involved. Gotta get involved. If you're telling the setup plays, get involved, Crazy Train. All right. Guy on TikTok talking about algorithm. What's he talking about? I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people are saying algorithm. I have an algorithm that spits out this play or spits out that play, and like theoretically they could have one, but these are not infallible algorithms. If you are looking, generally speaking, if someone just has a system that spits out winning plays, they're probably lying. There's a 90% chance they're lying. If they can explain what the algorithm does, then there's a less chance they're lying. Now, it's not using models like a lot of times you might be using a simple Excel model and calling it an algorithm just to sound smart and sound like you have something and get people to pay you money or pay attention or whatever. Like, I will use models, statistical models, that will give me some information, and that information I can use to inform my decisions. 57% chance to win. Now, I mean, this is what I would say. If their numbers come out and they're making that sort of, they're having that success rate, they're close to those numbers, then sure, more power to them. But anyone can say anything. Something to keep in mind. Chad Blesnick, spit out winners, does lose. You gotta pay attention. You know, all my stats are tracked on. If you're on SoBet, which is in my profile, if you want to get on, post the plays every single day. You can get on there, easy. Uh, but the app itself tracks, right? It shows. All right, he went 5-1 yesterday. He went 4-2 yesterday. He went whatever. You know. Um, a lot of people can flex. Like, here's the other thing. I'm just being totally real with you. If I have my worst day ever, I don't come on TikTok and brag about it, obviously. But all my numbers are tracked. You can check my stats. You can see that we're profitable. I've got my props tracked. I've got my main plays tracked. All of that, right? But you watch people, especially people that are going to the casino, making videos with cash in hand, making videos in front of Lamborghinis, making videos with cash, like, with nice watches and cash. Probably going to be a fraud. Maybe it's a way for them to get attention and sell, um, but most likely, um, if they're using cash to flex and whatever, they're probably trying. Tommy Casino, stop trying to get fancy playing team total and take money lines or totals. Tommy, if you're not looking at every available line to win, you're not doing this right. Cool. Okay, then what's the plays, bro? What's the plays, bro? What's the plays, bro? Here's the other thing. In terms of being paid by the books, this is a common misconception, and I want to talk about that too. Um, the books are not trying to convince people to say, "Hey, everyone take the Phillies against the Mets," and then rig it so the Mets win. That's not what the books are doing. The books want you to bet as much as possible, as often as possible, on everything possible, right? So if I got offered a deal by a book, it would look like this: get as many people to register for this book as possible, right? Are we done with surcharge for government? Yeah, we got DraftKings to back down, not do it. Appreciate the follow. So yeah, again, the books aren't paying you to be front, but the books prefer the type of content that's the most degenerate, the most like just bet on everything possible all the time. We need action, 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 action. Look at the paid ads when you're the actual commercials you see when you're watching a game. That's what's being pushed. And that makes sense, right? That's their desire. It's not to set up a trap. It's just to bet as much as possible, as frequently as possible. I like Marlins game over 7.5. Let's talk about it. I'm going to share another free play if we get one more follow. I'm going to share another free play if we get one more follow. And if you just want all the plays, shoot me a DM on Instagram. I got 1 day of plays for free for anyone who shoots me a DM right now on Instagram. Yeah. All right. So it's D-backs Marlins. The team total is 7.5. Pretty low number for a D-backs team. Let's see who's on the bottom. Orioles Mets over 8.5. Appreciate the follow about that. Appreciate the follow. Okay, we'll share a free play after that. Ed Rodriguez is all over the place. Cabrera is all over the place. These are two boomer bust type pitchers. Cabrera strikes out a ton of people, walks a ton of people. 70 Ks in 59 innings, 1.5 whip. Now his last 7 games, 1.46 whip, 35 Ks in 35 innings, 20 walks. 20 walks. Now the D-backs do strike out a decent amount, so he could be dialed in. Ed Rodriguez is throwing for the D-backs. Very, very, very little numbers on him so far this season. He wasn't healthy to begin with. He's had 2 appearances, 10 innings, 1.22 whip, 6 Ks. I do like the over 7.5 more than I like the under. I'm not playing the over in this spot, but if you had to pick a side on this, I would take the under. All right. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate the follows. I'm going to tell you this. Before I read this play, every single day, I post a full slate of plays, right? Those are my main plays. You got the write-up, the unit size, the analysis, the book we got it on, the value we got it at. And then I give you all the reasoning behind it, okay? I also do VIP. We've got props. We've got NFL stuff coming. We'll have live bets for college football and for NFL. We'll have NBA props, all that coming in. Right now, before NFL season begins, I'm probably only doing this for a couple more days, but you can get your first month on SoBet if you've never done it before. Your first month on SoBet for $1. The link is in my profile. You literally click the link in my profile. You use code PD if you've never done before. You have the option to join for $1 for the first month. If ever there was a time to be like, is PD legit? Is he really about that? Are these plays really that nice? Are these numbers for real? Does he really know what he's talking about the way he seems to every single day in the live? You can spend 3 cents a day to get a month. Ride with me, see what I'm all about, make your own decision. That's all I'll say. If you got any questions on any of this, shoot me a DM, preferably on Instagram because it's easier to respond and send links through there, but you can DM me on here as well. All right, so here's the play. We already shared the Twins team total over 3.5. By the way, when I say free month, I mean 30 days, not like till the end of August. I mean 30 days. Here's the second play. Brewers, money line, plus 106 on FanDuel, 1.5 units. Brewers money line, plus 106 on FanDuel, 1.5 units to win 1.53 units. Since his trade to St. Louis, Fedde has had 3 starts against 3 below average offenses, Chicago, Tampa Bay, Cincinnati. He's given up 10 earned runs in 16 hits in 16 innings. Brewers hit Fedde hard earlier this year, 9 hits, 4 earned runs in just 5 innings. We don't love Frankie Montas, but he has looked solid so far and coming off a decent outing against the Dodgers lineup. He's also done well against the Cards at 2 starts this year. This is a matchup that favors him. Because Montas has not been good historically, we're getting extra value in this spot. We got the Brewers at plus money. Damn good. We got the Brewers at plus money. Whoa, no. Brewers money line plus 106 on FanDuel. 1.5 units to win 1.53 units. Lock it in. Let's have a big day. If anyone wants to play, just go to my profile here and hit the link tree. I got options for you. Get involved. Shoot me a DM on Instagram if you got any questions on that. All right. Cheers, gang. You know where to find me. Love all you. Except for the ones I hate. Bye-bye.